This is from Am I the Bad Apple subreddit. Agreeable Wing 8476 posted, would I be the asshole if I don't punish my son for hitting his bully? I'm going to go initially with no, but let's see. My son has been bullied all year by the same boy. It's been an ongoing problem where this boy, who is much bigger than my son, has called him names, attempted to attack him, was held back by school staff, called him racial slurs, and overall is just mean to him all the time. This child has also bullied other children in the class. My son is small for his age and has a physical disability to add a little context. Yesterday, the boy got in my son's face and was yelling at him, and I guess my son had enough because he slapped his bully across the face. While I don't encourage violence, I am glad he stood up for himself. I don't want him to think it's okay to hit anybody, but I also feel like he was pushed to that point. So would I be the asshole if I didn't give my son any consequences for slapping his bully across the face? They are both 11 years old. No, ma'am, you would not be the asshole for not punishing your son for standing up to his bully. So, my oldest daughter, when she was in the second grade. Now, we all know, women, we all know what it's like. We knew what we grew up with. And yes, I do remember hearing the, oh, when he pulls your hair, that means he likes you. When he this, it means he likes you. Yada, 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 yada. Right? Well, even though I have all brothers, so wanted boys, I ended up with all girls, which ended up turning out to be a blessing. But I was not going to have my daughters ever feel like they had been backed in a corner and couldn't defend themselves. Well, my oldest, when she was in the second grade, I get a call from the school. Now, I worked an hour away. I get a call from the school saying that I need to come up to the school immediately. There's been a physical altercation. I asked if my daughter was okay. They said, yeah, she was sitting in the principal's office. And her father and I were not together. We had been divorced previously. So I let them know I was on my way. When I got to the school, and of course, you know, they take me to go to the principal's office, but I saw my daughter's face. And when I saw her face, I did not see fear. I did not see anxiety. I did not see any of that. What I saw was one pissed off little Tasmanian devil. And immediately I knew something was up. Because my child knew that if she had done something wrong, like she would look repentant. You just know, kids know when they're going to be in trouble. My child didn't care if she was in trouble that day. She was pissed. She was pissed. We get into the principal's office and the principal goes to start telling me, you know, what happened. And I said, no, I want to hear it from my daughter. So my daughter comes in and I ask her what happened. She said at recess, this little boy pushed her up against the wall and tried to movie star kiss her. I said, what's movie star kissing? Because, you know, we all have different rules. She goes, ah, gotcha. I said, so this happened at recess? Yep. She screamed for help? Yep. Nobody came? Yep. What'd you do? I did exactly what you told me to, Mama. I busted him in the nose. Can I have ice cream now? Now, of course, I wanted to cringe. Why? Because, yes, I did tell her if she was ever defending herself that, yes, we would go get ice cream. You know, if the school had a punishment, so be it. But she wouldn't be punished at home for a boy putting her in a situation that made her feel uncomfortable. Well, you'd have thought that was the end of it. And granted, when my ex-husband showed up and they did try and appeal to him as the calmer one, and he was like, you're getting her on this one, because he even saw his daughter's face and knew what was up. The parents of the little boy, the mom was a helicopter Karen, okay? She comes in, she wants my kid expelled. She wants this, she wants that. Now, people, we are talking about a school district that literally 2 weeks prior expelled a kindergartner for peeking under a little girl's dress. Now, we all know there's no way that kindergartner was doing anything inappropriate, right? But that's the way this school was. So they expelled a kindergartner for looking up a little girl's dress. But they wanted to punish my child for defending herself when a little boy tried to shove his tongue down her throat at recess. Negative Ghost Rider. That ain't happening on my watch. Not with my child. So, my child explained everything to me. And the mother of the boy was flipping out. She was talking about they needed to press charges. Her son was bleeding, da-da-da-da-da. And I turned around and let her know very quickly, ma'am, what happened to your son has got potential to happen to you, but it'd be me doing it. Because you see, I won't put hands on a child. But you keep running your mouth about how my daughter, in defending herself from your son, is somehow the one that should be getting punished. No. No, 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 no. That ain't fucking happening. And helicopter Karen keeps running her mouth, keeps running her mouth. And I keep clocking her, and I keep clocking her. And even my ex husband's looking like, oh shit, leash is about to come off. And that lady ran her mouth one too many fucking times about how my child should be arrested for assault. Da 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 da. And I said, cool. And I looked at the principal. So yeah, my child will be getting ice cream as soon as we leave here. Nothing will be happening to my child as punishment. But since you wanted to go ahead and expel a kindergartner for looking up somebody's dress 2 weeks earlier, then what are you going to do about this physical sexual attack that happened on the playground of the second grade? Because I can tell you for a fact what will not be happening is punishing my child for defending herself because your staff couldn't be bothered to be taking care of what was happening out on the playground. Mama keeps running her mouth, and I turn around and I let that bitch know straight up. What my child did to yours, just the beginning. Do not make me come out and play. So, no, maybe I'm the asshole, but the way I see it is somebody standing up for themselves, defending themselves. They should not have to apologize for that, no matter who the fuck it is. So, no, you're not the asshole. Maybe a little bit of my hero.